There are two characters in WandaVision that I don't think enough people are talking about. That is Billy and Tommy. Let's talk about it. WandaVision continues to be one of the best shows I've ever seen. Episode 4 blew everything wide open, so now we know where it is in the MCU and what's going on outside of Westview. But there's so much more going on. Episode 3 was filled with name drops. 2 names were very significant. I think they flew under the radar to most fans. That is Billy and Tommy. Now, those names were not just picked by random. There may have been some playful banter between Vision and Scarlet Witch when it came to these 2 names, but they're actually highly significant. So I want to go into the characters of Billy and Tommy and kind of talk about Wanda's history when it comes to these 2 characters. Now, before we can talk about the twins, I think we need to set up the parents. Scarlet Witch and Vision were a big-time couple in the 70s and 80s. They first got married at the end of the Celestial Madonna storyline in giant-sized Avengers number 4 in 1975. They stayed a couple for over a decade until the Vision was destroyed and lost his emotion softwares, thus ending their relationship. In 1982, Vision and the Scarlet Witch split from the Avengers to pursue their life as a married, happy couple. This was seen in the pages of Vision and the Scarlet Witch, Volume 1, which was a 4-part miniseries. Fun fact, it was in this run of Vision and the Scarlet Witch where Marvel retconned Wanda and Pietro's parentage yet again to being that of Magneto. This revelation came 2 decades after the character's original introduction and stayed for an incredibly long time. This retcon stayed active till 2014 during the Axis event. It was in the pages of this event where it's revealed that Wanda and Pietro actually don't have any relation to Magneto all along. But for the story that we're telling, we're going to look back to the 2nd volume of Vision and the Scarlet Witch. This was a 12-part miniseries in 1985, written by Steve Englehart. In this story, Wanda becomes pregnant. It's around this time when her reality warping abilities start to surface. In short, Wanda wanted a regular family like anyone else, and subconsciously made herself pregnant after realizing that her and Vision would not be able to conceive otherwise. The story ended with them as a happy family. But to Englehart's dismay, this would not stay. Wanda and Vision went on to rejoin the Avengers, this time in their West Coast branch, in Avengers West Coast. Now let me tell you real quick, if you've not read West Coast Avengers and Avengers West Coast, be sure to do so. This is some of the best Avengers writing and some of the best Avengers reading I have ever read, and during its run, it outshined Avengers East Coast every single book. It was phenomenal. In Avengers West Coast, number 51 and 52, we learn about a dark secret about the poor babies, William and Thomas. It's explained that even though Wanda is extremely powerful, she is unable to create a soul. What does this mean about the souls of her 2 baby boys? Well, they had to come from somewhere. Where did these souls come from, you might ask? Well, this is where things get a little weird. In Fantastic Four number 277, the demon Mephisto has an encounter with the child of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, Franklin. Franklin is a beast when it comes to reality warping abilities of his own. In this encounter, the demon Mephisto lost his soul and it was torn into 5 pieces. From here, you might recognize where this is going. The souls of Billy and Tommy are 2 of those fragments. This was a huge revelation, but what's worse is what followed. Mephisto came for his soul and took them back, killing both Billy and Tommy. This is where we see the first cracks in Wanda's psyche. This broke something within Wanda. Something that stayed broken for decades of comics. In 2005, we see Wanda destroy the Avengers in Avengers Disassembled. Later, Wanda loses control of her reality warping ability in House of M. Both of these events are a direct result of the damages that happen in Avengers West Coast. In fact, Avengers Disassembled directly happens because Wanda remembers that she had 2 kids, but cannot remember what happened to them. However, the twin stories are not finished. In the wake of Avengers Disassembled, there is a power vacuum in the hero world. The world needs a team of heroes, and the Young Avengers stepped in. I love the Young Avengers. I truly wish there was more books about these characters because this was absolutely amazing. But we're going to be talking about 2 characters in particular, and you probably see where this is going. Billy Kaplan and Tommy Shepard are introduced to us in the pages of Young Avengers. Wiccan and Speed respectively, these 2 characters have been recurring members of the team for years. Their parentage is a bit of a confusing mess though. On first examination, they seem to be unrelated, being born of 2 separate families and 2 separate sets of parents. This would seem fairly obvious, but the truth is a little bit messier. Looking at their powers, you can see something quite familiar. Super speed and reality manipulation. What does this sound like to you? Well, it sounds like Wanda and Pietro. I mean, look at Tommy. He even resembles Pietro. But how can this be? It's well established that the 2 boys are not adopted and they have separate families. Well, from here we step into a more realm of theory rather than fact. It's never fully explained how this happens, but we know for a fact that the souls of Billy and Tommy are the same souls of baby William and baby Thomas. It is theorized that when Mephisto took the souls from the Avengers, they left him and then were reincarnated themselves into the bodies of Billy and Tommy. This is very confusing, right? Well, let me throw one more thing at you. It's revealed that Wanda has a secret fear. According to her and the magic of comic book timelines, the 2 teenage boys are older than the events of West Coast Avengers number 52. This means the souls of her twin boys that were taken and then reincarnated found new homes in the 2 already born baby boys, thus killing the children who they were. We don't know the exact relationship between the teenage boys and the original twins, but we do know for a fact that Billy Kaplan and Tommy Shepard are the reincarnated sons of Wanda Maximoff and Vision. Now, it looks like we might not have the same storyline in the MCU when it comes to Wandavision. First off, in episode 5, we do see that the boys are aging. So the Billy and Tommy that we see in Wandavision are already older than the Billy and Thomas of Avengers West Coast number 52. So they might not go this path. However, they might. We don't know what's going on, and there's a lot of rumors that Mephisto is going to make an appearance in this show in some way. I know there's a lot of theories that he's not, and I know there's a lot of theories that he is. We don't really know what's going on yet, and that's what I love about this show, is it is so out there, it's so open, there's a lot that can happen. I mean, I haven't even talked about the whole Pietro revolution. That's probably going to be a different video. I've already put out a theory about that on TikTok. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you could just do me a favor, like this video, subscribe for all future content, share with your friends. I want to get out there. I want to talk with more and more people. I love talking to you, but I would like to talk with more, obviously. Help out with the YouTube algorithm. Check me out on my socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm now recently on TikTok. Also, be sure to check out my merch store. Plenty of fun stuff there. Excelsior, true believers. Till next time.